shooting in Nashville, where 3 children and 3 adults were murdered. The perpetrator was a transgender man. His name was Aiden Hale. Do not misgender him.
Do you hear that, parents of children you lost? Do not misgender the shooter.
Even if he is, a criminal.
Criminal? How about...
We can still respect his gender identity at the very least.
You would not be requesting such generous charitability if the shooter happened to be someone who was, say, cis, white, heterosexual, or at the very least, someone who doesn't align with your ideology.
I want to remind people that this is the first time that we know of in recorded history where a trans person has been the perpetrator of such a crime.
First of all, crime? In this context, I prefer the phrase mass shooting. And second of all, first time in history where the perpetrator happened to be trans. Try again.
In fact, according to most recent studies, 98% of mass shootings are perpetrated by cisgender men.
Welcome to the club. And by the way, don't think that I didn't notice what you did there. Whenever a trans person commits such a hideous crime, it's a crime. But whenever a cisgender person does it, it's a mass shooting.
We cannot blame the actions of one community member for the entire community. The trans community is not the enemy here.
Right. Well, actually, yeah, you're absolutely right. But if a heterosexual guy did it, or a white heterosexual guy did it, it would be white supremacy this, Trump supporter that, all white men are the problem, it's all the Republicans' fault, blah, blah, blah.
My heart hurts and mourns all of the victims and their families.
But you still think that the families of the victims should still respect the shooter's pronouns.
Let this be a reminder that we need gun control now. Firearms are the #1 killer of children in the U.S.
So, guns have sentience, do they? Guns can take themselves out of whatever secure holding space they're in and just go out and shoot people, right? Let me tell you something. Do you know what stopped that shooter? A policeman. A policeman with a gun. Now, I know what you might say. Yeah, of course a policeman stopped him with his own gun. But I wonder how much faster the threat would have been neutralized if someone else there had a gun. Now then, here are some disclaimers. I recognize that it is not all the LGBTQ who are at fault here. What transpired was the end result of a single individual. Neither I or anyone with half a brain would target the entire LGBTQ as a threat. Myself and people like me recognize that the entire LGBTQ deserve the same rights, protections, and privileges as everyone else. But to the lady of whom I've stitched, no. I don't think I will respect the shooter's pronouns.